I would like to thank my mother for letting me know about this. Los chismosos están... Recently, Daddy Yankee got people talking after it was announced that he and his wife of nearly 30 years were getting divorced. And now it seems like that split is very nasty. The former high school sweethearts have 3 children together and were partners not just in life, but in business as well. Daddy Yankee's wife, Ayesha, was CEO of his companies, El Cartel Records and El Cangri. And his sister-in-law worked as secretary and treasurer. Well, according to new court documents just filed in Puerto Rico's Tribunal de Primera Instancia, Daddy Yankee is accusing his wife and sister-in-law of withdrawing $100 million from his business bank accounts without authorization. And that's just some of the allegations. There's more. A lawyer for Daddy Yankee says, quote, "It was learned that transfers totaling $100 million were made from the corporate bank accounts of El Cartel Records and Los Cangris to be deposited in the personal accounts of each party without the knowledge or authorization of my client." And it does seem like these professional matters soured his personal relationship with his wife, leading to their divorce. The statement shares that Daddy Yankee has been asking his wife and his sister-in-law for access to his companies and their financial statuses in good faith without being attended for the past year and a half. And as I mentioned, only within the last few months did the news break publicly that he and his wife were divorcing. And this is just another reminder that even when you think you can trust people like your own wife, you have to keep a watchful eye. What's that expression? El ojo, caballo, guarda el amo. What's that expression? My mom always tells me, el caballo, el ojo, el ojo. What am I trying to say? Basically, just watch and be involved in your business. In the court filing, Daddy Yankee asserts that, quote, "in spite of the plaintiff being the owner of the shares of the company and being the reason for the existence of the corporation, today he lacks access, interference, and information to all that he generated and continues to generate and to which he is entitled." And making this even more escandaloso, the lawsuit alleges that his wife and sister-in-law had already been removed from their administrative roles when this all went down. They weren't even CEO and secretary and treasurer of his companies anymore when they withdrew $100 million, he claimed. There is a little bit of good news, though. The filing says that these withdrawals were not successful. Quote, "although the timely and diligent efforts of the plaintiff were successful in stopping the transfer, the actions of the defendants illustrate the imminent risk of major, irreparable damage to which the plaintiff and the entity are exposed in the immediate future." So he is asking the courts to officially remove his wife and sister from any function or interference in the corporations as officers or administrators thereof, and the delivery of the information and documentation that they have illegitimately withheld. Daddy Yankee also alleges that his ex and her sister attempted to concentrate in their persons a greater power over the operations than was authorized, which has resulted in a detrimental and negligent performance for the company. He also alleged they failed to render an accurate account of their actions, disregarded formalities and requirements of the corporate legislation, irresponsible financial decisions, and more. The court filing says this all happened just last week. Woo! The court filing also addresses the recent sale of his publishing catalog. All of those hit songs of his that are worth a lot of money, it sold for $217 million. But Daddy Yankee now alleges that his wife didn't do a good job and that his catalog is worth way more than that. Daddy Yankee says that his wife, the CEO of his companies, hired a third party to represent them in the sale, and the price agreed upon turned out to be unreasonable, disproportionate, and far below the real value. Daddy Yankee claims that, quote, to this day, he does not know the real scope of the transaction, nor does he have detailed knowledge of what was or was not sold, nor the limitations he may have on the use of his musical creations. In response, his wife took to social media to say the following: I have been committed as Ramon, that's his real name, as Ramon's wife for over 30 years and as his work partner. I want to inform you with the honesty and truth that I live each day on the path of God, that due to irreconcilable differences with Ramon, we are in the process of divorce. She also asked for privacy and wrote that she would not allow defamation against her name. Girl. I don't know, but I'm inclined to believe this guy. Why else would he literally drag the mother of his 3 children through the courts and the press if there wasn't some truth to this? A ella le gusta la gasolina y el dinero de él. Oh, drama. Thoughts? Let me know in the comments section.